Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to talk about today is the fact that there is an energy watchdog group that is warning that energy policies have put more than half of this country at an elevated risk of blackouts this winter. Yeah. So do yourselves a favor now and try and, like, especially if you live in areas where it gets very cold and it snows and stuff like that and you get blizzards, try to prepare the way that you can to be able to survive if you do have a blackout. This new energy report that the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association pointed to the policies as a direct threat to the stability of America's energy grid. And that threat may be acutely felt in the coming months. I'm sure you've heard of AccuWeather. They are predicting an extremely harsh winter season. The strengthening of El Nino will occur this winter. Colder with plenty more snow for millions of people who live in major cities. The weather will be especially severe across the central and eastern United States. So this is obviously a recipe for serious issues for the electrical grid, and residents of from Texas to New England could be subject to blackouts during the expected extreme cold this winter due to inadequate generator weatherization, limitations to natural gas infrastructure. The confluence of both of these factors has year after year resulted in wide swaths of generators being unavailable for some and most of our critical winter periods and hours where the system needs it the most. So this year, over half of Americans are at risk, far more than last year, when NERC, do you know what NERC is? NERC. They found that a quarter of the population's power supply was in trouble. Now, residents of Texas, you guys are well acquainted with this issue. Millions were left without power during the winter storm Uri, U-R-I, in 2021, and nearly 250 people lost their lives. Okay, the outages in Texas were caused by natural gas generators failing to come online. So while gas operators are taking steps to weatherize their conditions and help lower the risks for this winter weather, NERC, or NERC, officials said that their assessment is that it is unlikely that actions will be enough to reduce the risk to an acceptable level. But there's another problem. The NRECA has pointed to the Environmental Protection Agency as a culprit in decreasing generation due to the premature closures of coal and gas-fired power plants, and is permitting delays that prevent new infrastructure from being built and connected to the grid. So this group, this watchdog group, has also blasted a proposed EPA rule that is aimed at reducing power plant emissions by 90% by 2035, saying that this administration's plans use unproven technologies and unrealistic compliance timelines and threatens electric reliability and affordability for every single American. And the EPA is claiming that it proposes regulations will help tackle the climate crisis and protect public health. But the NRECA is having none of it. Now, the industry cannot be any clearer about the escalating dangers that are posed by a mismanaged energy transition. Just as the grid is in desperate need of policy support, Policymakers are ignoring the warning signs of eroding reliability and continuing to push reckless and irresponsible policies forward. So do yourself the favor while you still can, before our winter really hits us with a bang, okay? If you can afford to go and get a generator, a space heater, just please be careful with those space heaters, okay? Some extra blankets, some nice fuzzy socks, load up on all the hot drinkage stuff that you can get, like hot apple cider, hot chocolate, coffee, hot tea, things like that. Just things to keep your body temperature regulated during a blackout when it gets so cold, okay? Get a heating blanket. Get something that you and yours can use in order to stay safe during one of these winter blackouts, okay? All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.